Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's start today. So all you people need to understand that maybe I think that today you people have ISC for professional communication. Am I right? Or not? Tomorrow.
Sir.
Okay, so for that I think that I have told you the syllabus will be unit number 3, interview, and unit number 4, writing practices. And the MCQ questions have been added in teaching diary. You people can go through all the MCQ questions and be ready for your ISC. So with this, people will start with last unit number, that is unit number 5, and that is introduction to soft skills. I hope that that is what we people started in previous class. मागचा लेक्चर डेमोक्रेसीचा चालू होता ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आणि त्याच्या अगोदर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स सुरू केलं होतं का प्रिसिज रायटिंगच झालेलं नाही?
Precise writing झालंय, sir.
Okay, precision writing. We have done with precision writing, and in today's class, we people will try to begin with this unit number 5, which is induction to soft skill. All right, so we'll continue. Okay, all right, we are on the verge of completion of this last unit, and simultaneously people might be aware of that your exams are approaching. On the 13th of this month, you people are going to have your papers. Okay, so similarly, you need to be also ready for your theoretical subjects. So as far as possible, you will try to cover this last unit in a short time so that you people can get the time for preparation of your other subjects. If you're done with your ISC and if you submitted your assignments, that you people have to ensure that you people are going to get marks, internal marks for this professional communication. Okay, so let's begin with this introduction to soft skills. So what is this induction? It is not introduction, but it is induction. So what do you mean by induction? Induction means that you are just getting introduced only. So here you are just getting an introduction of this soft skills. In fact, if we are going to take the meaning of soft skills, how you're going to understand those soft skills. Literal translation is not going to help you. Soft म्हणजे मऊ आणि skills म्हणजे कौशल्य. So soft skills म्हणजे मऊ कौशल्य. That meaning you people shouldn't take. I hope that you people will take its right meaning. So let's try to understand first of all that what is this induction and what are the soft skills that you people should try to acquire those soft skills. So inductions means that introduction to the soft skills. Then you people need to understand that soft skills these are also called as life skills also. Sometimes you people will get another word like this, life skills. Instead of soft skills, you people will get this life skills, and sometimes you people will also get the word called people skills also. So life skills, people skills, and soft skills, they are same the skills, but here you need to understand that these skills will help you to lead you a peaceful life, I will call a successful life and a happy life. If you wanted to lead a peaceful life, happy life, and successful life, ensure that you possess all those soft skills, which will help you to just go through all those your understandings and your relationships with other people, and maybe any problem that which arises at your workplace. So there are different situations in our life that we people go through. Okay, but at workplace, as far as your professional life is concerned, there these skills are very much important. What are the technical knowledge that you people are getting? Maybe from your civil, CSC, electrical, electronics, or mechanical, whatever the branch that you people have. But apart from that, that technical knowledge will help you to get a job. But how to sustain there, how to just go ahead, how to achieve ranks, or how to get as higher posts, that will be based on your soft skills only. So let's try to understand. All you people pay attention. It says soft skills refer to a cluster of personal qualities, habits, attitudes and social skills. So what can be soft skill? It can be personal qualities. So if you have something like, let's say, honesty. So what is honesty? Honesty can be soft skill. Your habits, suppose that you people are, let's say your office timing is 9:30 in the morning, okay, and all people are reaching to the office 9:30, but see, you people are wanted to be different. So instead of just reaching to 9:30, you're reaching there at 9:15. Okay. So this is what, this is your habit, that you're punctual and you're reaching it in time. So that can be habits also. Attitude is also that how do you look at the job. So whether you think that these kind of jobs, oh, what a trouble I have to face every day, I have to work here, and that is again 8 to 10 hours I have to work here, and there is no any break also. So something you are always complaining about your job, that time you are not going to enjoy it. You are not going to feel it challenging. Or rather than, if you're thinking that this is my responsibility, I have to work here, because if I'm just learning here and I'm also getting some kind of amount as a salary also, so it is my moral responsibility that I need to complete given task. So how do you look at your job? That will define your attitude towards work and your social skills. So how socially you people are well adapted. What I mean, you're not alone at workplace. With you there are a lot of employees who are working. Maybe they are your co-workers, your colleagues, your juniors, your seniors, your boss, and peons, and so many people are there that you people are working with. You're not alone who are going to run a company. Okay. Also your social skills, how do you interact with them, how you are going to have your relationships with them. So that will define your social skills. So soft skills, it will include all those things: personal qualities, habits, your attitudes, and social skills as well. So all those things you people have to consider that make someone a good employee. So because of all those things, what you become? You become a good employee and compatible to work with. So compatible means you have the capacity, you have the ability that you can complete the given work. Soft skills can be defined as the productive personality traits. So you will try to understand what is this. They are productive personality traits. Personality traits, personality features, characteristics we can call it, which help a professional person's interactions, job performance, as well as career success. So with the help of these soft skills, what you people can improve, you can have your person's interactions. Interactions, I have just told you that we are social beings. So we all people are social. We need the company of someone. We cannot live alone. So in society we live with our families, but as far as our professional life is concerned, there is also, we have some co-workers and so many people around us that we need to interact with them. Interactions means that you're talking with them, you're having communication with them. Job performance. So once you have been assigned a task, how carefully and how successful you're completing it, that will define your performance. Suppose that your senior or your boss has assigned you a particular task, and if you're completing it in time as per the expectation of the boss, of course that you are increasing his belief and trust within you, and next time again he will try to give you additional responsibility. So it defines your job performance as well as your career success, and that's career success. I think, what is career success? Suppose that if you get a job where you like to work, or it can be your dream job, or it can be your dream company, and where the seniors are happy with your work or your boss is happy with your performance, that's your career success. Nothing much more than that. And apart from another aspects, that money, name, and fame will follow you. Of course, if you're happy with your job, that money will follow you, name will follow you, and you can become successful in that profession or in that particular whatever the career that you have chosen. Okay. Soft skills are different from hard skills. Okay, will people try to understand now here two terms, two skill sets. Which two skill sets? Your first one is soft skills and another set is hard skills. So let's try to understand that how we people can understand soft skills and hard skills. So all you people just tell me that when you people are just, let's say, any kind of skill, or I will say here programming. So when you are able to do programming, is it soft skill or hard skill? And when you are having ability to take decision, is it soft skill or hard skill? So let's try to understand. So what are soft skills and what are hard skills? Already people have discussed about soft skills. So what are soft skills? It can be your qualities, it can be your habits, it can be your attitude, it can be your social skills. Then what will be hard skills? Hard skills is nothing but your technical knowledge. In short, I will try to tell you. What is it? It is your technical knowledge. That is your hard skills. So what are you people are learning? Maybe from your, let's say, from civil engineering. So what are your knowledge about constructions, roads, railways, cements, dams, bridges, etc. So what all these things are? These are your technical knowledge, technical expertise, and that is your hard skills. But soft skills will be common to all kinds of professionals, like decision making, like motivation, like leadership, like maybe different problem solving, conflict resolution. So these are common and they're applicable to for all professions as well as to your personal life also. Not only for profession, but also for your personal life also, they are useful. So let's try to understand what are hard skills. The technical knowledge of any subject is considered as hard skills. Okay. So what is hard skill here? All you people will try to understand. The technical knowledge of any subject, it is considered as hard skills. Okay. The hard skills are related to the technical expertise of a person. So all you people understand that it is technical expertise. Whereas soft skills are related to personality, behavior, and attitude of a person. So you people need to focus on both. It is not like this that if you are very good in technical and then you can neglect your soft skills. Or vice versa also, if you're very good in just let's say soft skills, everywhere you're up to the mark, but your technical knowledge is poor, nothing is going to work. You need to maintain balance between your soft skills as well as your hard skills also. So try to learn technical knowledge as well as try to develop your some soft skills also. So technical knowledge will help you to get a job, but how to communicate, what to communicate, being polite, that will help to sustain there. The hard skills related to technical expertise of a person, whereas soft skills are related to the personality, behavior, and attitude of a person. The hard skills are technical skills which are specific to a certain type of task. Okay, so what is this? That hard skills or technical skills, they're related or they're specific to a certain type of task. I have given an example here. So I just told you that programming. So programming is limited what? Limited to particular machine. Computer, if you know how to run a computer, if you know the coding, if you know the language C, C++, Java, Python, that's all. And your programming is limited to that only. It has certain specific use. But on the other hand, decision making, is it only useful for at workplace? No, it is useful at your family also, where you wanted to just buy a new house, new car, or let's say anything that you people are going to have, and you wanted to take decisions. So your ability to taking decision will help you everywhere, not just for a specific task. Okay. On the other hand, soft skills are broadly applicable in a variety of situations. That is what I just told you, that soft skills are applicable for everywhere, every person. It may be your personal life, professional life, it may be your social life. Everywhere, soft skills are going to be useful for you. But your hard skills are useful for your professional life only. If you are just working from 9 to 5, that for that only your technical skills will be useful for you. So that you people need to understand. Okay, now someone just reply me. Is it clear? Are you getting it? Are you understanding? काही कळतंय का? आवाज वगैरे येतोय? स्क्रीन दिसते?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So pay attention. We'll go to next paragraph now. So next paragraph we'll talk about soft skills are also known as people skills. I have already mentioned it. की तुम्हाला वेगळे वेगळे नाव तुमच्या वाचनामध्ये येऊ शकतात. That can be social skills. That can be people skills. That can be life skills. That can be called soft skills also. Okay, so these are different ways that you people may come across that they are called like this only. But all these are similar and they are the means to soft skills only. So soft skills are also known as people skills. Which are non-academic skills. So what kind of skills are these? These are non-academic skills. Why is it called non-academic? Because for your hard skills, you people are taught, they are included in your curriculum. So let's say that in every semester, you people are just learning 4 to 5 subjects. Okay, and that you people are can consider of your 8 semesters. So almost 40 subjects you people study. So what is this? These are academic skills. So what are the technical knowledge you people are learning? This is academic. But as far as your soft skills are concerned, you'll come to know that there is no any subject which is called related to soft skills. Certain amount of training can be provided. The people will be provided training about soft skills, but they are not part of your academic learning or education. So here you people are getting this introduction only, not all. In fact, they are not taught. Soft skills are not taught. You people need to observe other people. You need to have experiences, and through that, your experiences and observations and your learning, the people can obtain those soft skills. So therefore, they are non-academic skills. For the sake of successful professional career, a person should have both hard skills and soft skills. I already told you, if you think that I am good in technically, that is not enough. You have to work on soft skills. Or if you think that I'm very good in soft skills, and if you don't have any sense of technical, even that is also not fair. So you just try to maintain balance between both hard skills as well as soft skills also. So that will be better for you people. So in today's professional scenario, the soft skills are much required in an employee or professional. Why it is called in today's professional scenario? Because there was a time in the past, if you just look back 25 years, 10 to 15 years back, so there was a time that engineers, they were just, if they passed just their graduation, that was enough for getting a job. Okay, so you are just graduating BTech, that is enough. There is no any aptitude, there was no any kind of interview, that much difficulty level of interview, and maybe any kind of GDs and debates were not like that. So those people who could qualify for getting certificate of graduation, those people were getting the job. But as time changed and also competition increased, and day by day there was change. So what happened that the recruiters, they needed to change their criteria also. And how they change their criteria? First of all, based on their degree, these people were getting job. Then their test came. That test was related to their IQ. So what kind of IQ test was that? Based on the person who can remember better, based on their memory skills. Those people who are able to remember large content in short span of time, those people are getting jobs immediately because their IQ level were high, and so therefore these people were getting a job. But later on, these recruiters or employers, they came to know that those people who are having good memory, but they're not able to perform well at workplace. So what happened that then they developed another test, and that another test was just called that was EQ. So what is this EQ? As earlier we people have talked about IQ. IQ is intelligent question. So when that EQ came into picture, EQ was emotional question. Though you may be having skills, though you may be intellectually strong, but how about your emotions? Are you able to control your emotions? or are you a constant, or I will call it stable person as far as your emotions are concerned? Because some people who are very hyper to their anger, they get immediately angry and they're not able to just control their anger. There are some people who are just immediately uh, get into pain or sorrow, and if they're under pressure they are not able to perform well. But there are some people who are too much excited that affects their productivity. So people, if they're affected by their emotions, any emotions, it may be anger, joy, sorrow, happiness, surprise, whatever it may be, it affects their behavior, it affects their performance at workplace. So there's that EQ test came into picture, and the another criteria, we'll call it, that was added in recruitment process. Then next, when IQ and EQ tests were conducted, then next step came, and that next was ESQ. That ESQ came into picture. So what is this ESQ now? ESQ stands for situational question. So situational intelligence question that we people can consider. So what is this situational intelligence question? In this, you people are going through different situation, number of situations you people are expected to go through at workplace. And in a particular situation, if you, how do you react or how do you behave, that will also define uh, as a professional person. Maybe you are not a decision maker, but because of some reasons you need to take decisions also. Okay, so that may happen. So IQ, EQ, SQ, these are some of the tests which are for the recruitment process that employers are looking for. Okay, in in today's professional scenario, the soft skills are much required in an employee profession. Those soft skills include social skills, interpersonal people skills, desire to learn, attitudes, positive work ethics, different character traits, strong communication skills, emotional intelligence, situational intelligence, and other aspects of a balanced and efficient personality. So what kind of person you should be? Here some points mentioned which are like this: social skills. So people have to think about your social skills. So what are social skills? That how you people behave with other people, that is social skills. Then interpersonal people skills, when you people are having people around you, so that time how do you interact with them, what kind of relationship you people have with them, so that is your interpersonal people skills. The next is desire to learn. You should always keep active your desire to learn, your wish to learn, because it is not during student phase only. It is not only during 4 years of engineering you people are learning. In fact, throughout life, all we people are learning. And if you are having the same desire to learn, then it is also a kind of soft skill that you need to keep learning, lifelong learning, I will say. That maybe you are just getting a job, even after that also we people are keep learning. Learning is every day. In fact, every hour we people are learning something. So desire to learn, you keep it active. The next is attitude. Attitudes, I have already talked about that. How do you look at your job and responsibility? If you think it is a burden for you, you are going to feel it pressure, and you're not going to enjoy, you're not happy with your work. But on the other hand, if you're taking it, you'll think that this is a challenge and yes, I can overcome, I can do it, and it is pleasure for you. The next is positive work ethics. You're taking positively, so you think that whatever the work it is given to me, it is my moral responsibility that I have to complete the given task. Or you're not wasting your time doing useless things. You are maybe wasting some maybe infrastructure, material, instruments of the organization. So that will be positive work ethics. Then next is different character traits. That will be personality traits we people can call. What kind of personality traits you people have? You're honest, you're hardworking, you're sincere, you're polite, something like this. Next, very important is that your strong communication skills. So what do you mean by strong communication skills? It is not always that how fluent you people are speaking. It is not always the fluency, but see that how people are taking with other people, how you are just interacting with them, and whether they're understanding you. If they're understanding you, in that case, that is communication. But let's think that you're talking but other people, if they're not understanding, or it may be there are number of barriers in your communication, in that case, it is not strong communication skills. You may get number of problems in feedback. So as far as maybe your instructor, you're giving some instructions to your employees, but employees fail to understand, and then they're not doing their work. So there you people have to take feedback that why the work progress was not there. Then you came to know that whatever the work was told, employee did not understand in the same way that you have told. So therefore, you people have to be ensure that you people are giving proper instructions to your employees. Then next you people have to think about, that is emotional intelligence. Already I have mentioned it, that emotionally you need to be stable. You should not be affected by emotions of joy, happiness, sorrow, anger, surprise, etc. Situational intelligence, you need to know how to behave in a particular situations. And other aspects of balance and efficient personality. So what kind of personality you should have? You should have a balanced personality. It means that you should have some technical knowledge, you should have some communication skills also, you people should have emotional intelligence, you should have situational intelligence. Everything there should be with you, and you should be efficient. Efficient means that you are able to complete the given work. Then soft skills refer to emotions, insights, feelings, instincts, and interpersonal behavior. Already we people have discussed about that. Emotions, you people have to understand your own emotions, and you need to be control them. You should not overexcited at a workplace, or maybe uh, don't be hyper, don't be just angry, or don't be just overexcited. Insights, that whatever people are understanding based on that. Feelings, emotions, already like this. Instincts, what you believe that if it is your work, you have to do it. Then interpersonal behavior, how to behave with other people. So that is all about soft skills. Soft skills is not a technical term that you need to join class somewhere. You need to get a, let's say, 6 month training is not required for learning soft skills. If you just try to understand what is soft skills, that is enough for you. Soft skills are largely related to EQ, that is emotional quotient, EI, emotional intelligence, rather than intelligence quotient. So it is not always about IQ, but it is about EQ and EI. So what is EU, EQ and EI? EQ is emotional quotient. Try to control your emotions and try to behave well in emotional intelligence. And you should have some intelligent questions. It is not that your IQ level should be high, more than, let's say, 90, 100, something like this. It is not required. Soft skills play a vital role in employment as well as professional growth. So that is the reason that people need to understand that it plays very vital role, very important role for what? In employment. When you people are looking for a job as a fresher also, you people are looking a job. So therefore your soft skills are going to matter a lot. And your professional growth. It is not only for getting a job, but imagine that you got a job. After getting a job also, how people are going to sustain there, how you are going to work there, how people are going to give better results to your higher authorities, and how in short time you people can get uh, opportunities to go for higher positions, like from manager to higher post, any post which you people are looking for. So again, now someone just reply, is it okay? Are you people listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So let me see some of the other people whether they are active. Let me ask Yash Bagal, roll number 15. आवाज येतोय का? I think that you are not paying attention. Yash Bagal, roll number 15. Then let me ask Anisha Shinde, roll number 39. Are you paying attention? Anisha, you are also not paying attention.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, you are paying attention. Then let me ask then Shubham. That roll number 58, Shubham.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So you people are listening. There are some students who are not paying attention. Okay, all right. We'll go to the next paragraph here. A person who has knowledge of soft skills can create his or her special impression and achieve the job as well as future opportunities of progress. That is the importance of soft skills. म्हणजे फक्त जॉब मिळवण्यापुरतं सॉफ्ट स्किलचा फायदा होतो असं नाही. एकदा जॉब मिळवण्यासाठी फायदा होतोच, पण जॉब मिळाल्याच्या नंतर यू कॅन क्रिएट स्पेशल इम्प्रेशन. सो स्पेशल इम्प्रेशन म्हणजे दिलेलं काम वेळेत पूर्ण करणं, म्हणजे पोलाइटली बिहेव करणं असेल, आपली क्रिएटिव्हिटी वापरणं असेल, त्यानंतर तुमच्या वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या मेथड स्वतःबद्दल ज्या काय अजम्पशन्स असतील त्याचा वापर करणं, या सगळ्या गोष्टींमुळे यू कॅन क्रिएट स्पेशल इम्प्रेशन अँड अचीव द जॉब ॲज वेल ॲज फ्युचर ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज ऑफ प्रोग्रेस. जॉब तर मिळू शकतो, पण त्याच्यापेक्षा व्यतिरिक्त द पीपल विल बी गेटिंग फ्युचर ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज बेस्ड ऑन युअर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स. म्हणजे फक्त टेक्निकल नॉलेज फक्त कन्सिडर नाही करायचं, तर विथ दॅट टेक्निकल यू पीपल शुड जस्ट वर्क ऑन युअर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स ऑल्सो विच विल हेल्प यू टू ग्रो. It is obvious that the technical expertise is the prime requirement. Without technical expertise, तुम्हाला कोणी जॉबला बोलवणार आहे का? No, nobody will. If you don't have any kind of knowledge, technical knowledge, there is no use of having only soft skills. So technical expertise is the prime requirement. Without that, you are not eligible for looking for a job. So it is prime requirement of a business. But beyond that, different soft skills are required to sustain in the job or profession. So तुम्हाला जास्त टिकून राहायचं असेल, प्रोग्रेस करायची असेल किंवा इम्प्रूव्हमेंट करायची असेल तर only soft skills will help you. Soft skills enhance the quality of employee as well as the quality or image of the organization in which the employee is working. It is not useful or it is not better for only employee. फक्त employee साठीच नाही, तर तो एम्प्लॉई ज्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये काम करतो फॉर दॅट ऑल्सो इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर. सो द रिक्रुटर्स दे आर लुकिंग की ज्या कॅन्डिडेट मध्ये टेक्निकल स्किल्स सोबत सॉफ्ट स्किल्स पण असतील अशा कॅन्डिडेटला काय केलं जातो, प्रेफरन्स दिला जातो. सो ऑल यू पीपल जस्ट वर्क ऑन युअर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स. सॉफ्ट स्किल्स प्ले व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट रोल इन पर्सनल एज वेल एज प्रोफेशनल लाईफ. आणि दुसरी महत्वाची गोष्ट म्हणजे काय की सॉफ्ट स्किल्स फक्त प्रोफेशनल लाईफ पुरतेच मर्यादित नाही, तर अदर दॅन एव्हरीवेअर पर्सनल लाईफ मध्ये तर आहेतच आहे. In case of personal life, you can consider about your friends, about your family, about your neighbors, about your society, about your relationships. You can consider how you are just behaving with your friends, how you are just dealing, what kind of relationship you have with your family. So your soft skills will define. So it plays important role in your personal life, also professional life also. So that's the concept of this soft skills that we people have discussed it today. Maybe next class we will see different aspects of soft skills and SWOC analysis. So all you people try to come with your own SWOC analysis. SWOC stands for strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenges. So that's all for today. We people are going to stop here. We are not going to join back. So if you have any kind of questions or any difficulties, you can ask me. मला काही प्रश्न वगैरे असतील, शंका असतील, काय विचारायचं असेल तर विचारू शकता. नाहीये कुणाला काय प्रश्न, शंका?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. So option numbers for today's class: roll number 3, 5, 6, 9, 13, 18, 22, 23, 27, 29, 34, 35, 37, 41, 45, 47, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 59, 60, 61, 64, 65, 71. So these are absent for today's class. So with this, we people will stop here. We'll meet in next class. So attempt the ISC and do your best. Thank you for joining today. We'll end this meeting. Anything you would like to say, Asmita? काय सांगायचं का?
No, sir.